Good morning, everybody. Just wait on y'all. Hey, True Crime Truth Finders. I forget I have my earbuds in because I've got... Hey, Puss in Boots. Hey, Sandy. My goodness, guys. It's been a rough couple weeks. I'm ready to get back on track. And this lipstick is a little much for me. How are y'all doing? Hey, Sandy. Hey, Sarah, beautiful. Oh, y'all beautiful ladies. Hey, Sunshine Herbie. How are y'all? First off, thank you. I was going to my hair. I need to go back and fix it again. I thought about going with my hubby today. He was going to go on a charity ride to raise money for a local girl that has cancer, a child. And so, but I decided he's not going to go. He's just going to donate some money. So what you do is it's a bunch of motorcycle guys. You know, they just do it for hobby. And it's not like Sons of Anarchy, but his boss that he works with and his dad, the people he went to Florida with, they do charity rides like that with their motorcycles. You taking your godson to a baseball game? Oh, thank you, Herbie. I did get my hair done, y'all. I did get my hair done. Also, I want to thank everybody that super chatted me and donations, and most importantly, the nice, encouraging comments. That really helps me. And Carla Marie left me the nicest comment, an encouraging comment, and I'm going to read it to y'all. It's a poem. It's a poem she left me. And this is for all women that's struggling. Oh, and I got my shirt from Will. I still got my jammies on, y'all. But this, and then it's got, if I can turn, it's got like that on the back. And this supports, oh, I'm fat, y'all. I got to get my computer chair from out at the in-laws. Yes, Puss in Boots, it was therapeutic. I took yesterday off for myself. I have to refresh my brain. I have got to get past this. This has affected my life tremendously, and it's ridiculous. I also got these, guys. Rooster curtains. Family Dollar store. $8. Aren't they cute? To come from the Family Dollar and $8. Gosh, I hate those lines right there. I need Botox. I can't stand that. That's my mom has those. Let's open them, see what they look like. Can y'all hear me good? Let me make sure my Sue in here. Hey, Sue. Oh my God. This is some of that package stuff that Kim sent in the mail. This was some of the lipstick, the makeup, the lipstick. I didn't, I hate that she sent it that and sent it on the shipping, but she did email me and apologize to me again. But, my ears are so small, these won't stay on. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that this morning. But, was some really nice products and stuff in there. I think they're cute. Can y'all see? Yeah, Family Dollar. Thank you, Kim. I like your name, Candy Cane Brian. I didn't even see that name. Oh, hey. Hey, Candy Cane. I see it now. I didn't know what they were talking about for a second. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to go get me some new glasses today because I can't see. It helped to wear the ones I've got. They need to be a little bit stronger is what it is. I've had these forever. They're scratched up. And I saw some interesting true crime in the news. I didn't know whether to put it in the title or not because certain words YouTube won't monetize you. If you use like murder, kill, or stuff like that. I didn't know that. Will was telling me about it. Still confused about my AdSense account. Nothing shows up in it, but I think you have to wait till YouTube puts it over, you know. Herbie, do you know, does it take a while after you make money on YouTube for it to show up in your AdSense account? Yeah, I mean, she could talk about it all she wants to. I don't care. There's certain things that you don't do. I don't care. I talked to a lawyer, free consultation about stuff on the internet and told him what was going on. And there are like, you know, someone taking like this video right here. Just say like, and Herbie would never do this, or Sarah. Just say one of the drama channels took this video and put it up. That is not bullying. That is not bullying or cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? When you're threatening someone, when you know that they have mental problems and you still keep going with them and sending letters in the mail, that's where it gets criminal. But, you know, you hear a lot of people on here say, oh, they took my video and done this, and that's cyberbullying. That's not considered illegal. What is illegal is when you try to blackmail, threaten, send letters, and things like that, you know. Well, hey, Queen. Hey, Cheryl. Takes 3 days, Cheryl. Right, Herbie. Well, you know how much I've made off my videos? Like $1. Like $1 or something. I don't care. It's not about that anyways. Hey, Rosalie and Mary. She likes those curtains. Yeah, Rosalie, they got them at the Family Dollar store. Rosalie sent me a little voice clip in the email yesterday. Mary didn't. Mary sent it to me for her. Rosalie's Mary's mother, if anybody's wondering, and she watches with Mary in the mornings. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. She's still talking about it on other channels. That right there. I mean, there is no excuse for what was done to me. I don't care how bad your feelings got hurt or what you sent me or what you give me. You know, sometimes I'll go with things like with sending the package after this happened. I'll go with things to protect people's feelings, because in my mind I thought, oh, she had this stuff beforehand, and then because I am a kind-hearted person, but I can only take so much. And she really needs to focus on herself, because as far as she took this, that's not normal. That's not normal. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not trying to hurt her feelings. She sent me an email, said she didn't mean that about the $75. I said, it's okay. I'm stressed out, but that does not mean I'm going to talk to her and stuff. To be honest, I didn't believe what she sent me in the email anyway. She wanted everybody to know she put that $75 on there, and I have a problem with that. I have a problem with the letter, too. When I talk about her, my heart rate increases. And I meant everything I said the other day. Her husband will know about this if she doesn't leave me alone. Now, hey, Will, let's get back on track. It just makes me mad. Excuses, excuses. Ruin somebody's life because your feelings start trying to. Okay. Love the shirt, Will. Everybody, y'all go check out Will's merch. If y'all like to buy t-shirts and things, this goes to the Innocence, what is it, project? Hey, Winky. Hey, Topaz. Wow. Well, Topaz, I hate that for Aaron. This is ridiculous. When you go that far, you've got more serious problems than I could ever have when you do things like that. And that's exactly what my hubby said too about it. He said that letter was pure craziness because somebody's feelings got hurt. And that's just the way it is. I can't help it if it hurts their feelings or if it don't. It needs to stop. I wouldn't even show my face if I done something like that to somebody myself, but you could tell it just riles me up even mentioning her. Yeah, the 100% of the profit goes to the Innocence Project when you buy this Lady Justice t-shirt. I really like the back of it. I love the way it's got like his YouTube channel and all that. Just speaking about that letter, XOMOs, and Valerie said she was on there talking about it last night. I don't care what you buy or send somebody. It don't make up for crap like that. And I would never trust anybody that does anything like that. That's the way it is. Need to seek professional help like I do sometimes. The rooster one, Sandy? Pink sent me this. It's called quilling. See, it's a 3D, like three-dimensional. Quilling is the art of rolling, coiling, and shaping small strips of paper to create a cohesive three-dimensional design and has been practiced for centuries. Historians have been able to date the art form back to ancient Egyptian times where crafters would use a bird's feather, a quill, as the tool to coil the paper upon. Ah, Amanda, kick your tail, girl. Love you too. Love you. I'm still not used to those super chats and stuff. I'm getting used to it, guys. I'm getting used to it. I appreciate it when you guys do that. I really do. Oh, there's Mel. I didn't see Mel. Yeah, Puss Boots. I can. It's just mentioned every time it's mentioned to me, and you know, people that mention it don't mean no harm. It just raises my blood pressure. It just makes me mad. It just makes me mad that somebody would even be still talking about this after what they've done. So let's get to true crime. I've been looking at the true crime that the Washington Post posts all the time, and I found a very interesting story. Please let me be able to find it. Oh, right here it is. I got it, guys. I didn't mean to get off track, guys. I can't deal with that woman. Get my notes. Okay. So I read the Washington Post. And there has been an unsolved homicide that's haunted the city for decades. Officials say the killer was there all along. Okay, sorry, I'm going to quit apologize. I'm bad for that. Okay. And it says, I'm going to read y'all this. It says, on a cold, snowy night 45 years ago in Billings, Montana, someone entered the home of Clifford and Linda Bernhardt and brutally killed them. The 24-year-olds had saved for years to build a home and finally settled down on the quaintly named Dorothy Lane in the fall of 1973. It turned out their time would be brief and would end in an unspeakable tragedy. The Bernhardts were supposed to attend a family dinner on the evening of November 6, 1973, but at last minute turned down the invitation. The Billings Gazette reported in 2005 they had an evening job cleaning an office building, and it was just easier to dine in. But they never showed up for work. The next day, Linda's mother stopped by the house and found her son-in-law face down in a pool of blood and her daughter dead in a separate bedroom. Her daughter had been sexually assaulted, her clothes torn away. The crime scene bore several other unsettling details. The windows had been left open and the heat was turned down, which investigators suspected was intended to make it harder to determine the couple's time of death. The house had become so cold that a bowl of ice was found near Linda's body, was still frozen. It was still frozen. The ice was nearby, still frozen or something. A suitcase, all of Linda's underwear, and some of her shoes were all missing from the house. The case haunted Billings for the next 4 decades, and investigators and family members would never stop chasing one simple, unanswered question: who killed the Bernadettes? After 45 years, they have an answer, and it turns out the alleged killer is dead too. On Monday, Yellowstone County Sheriff Mike Linder announced to a news conference that his office believed the person who had committed the murders was Cecil Stan Caldwell, a local man who had died in 2003 at the age of 59. Caldwell had no criminal record and had at one point worked at a store alongside Linda Bernhardt. And here's a quote. It says, "Today is a good day, a somber day as we celebrate some closure," said Attorney General Tim Fox, who was present Monday. However, investigators did not give a motive for the killing. According to Caldwell's obituary, he was born in 1944 in Arkansas and moved to Billings shortly after graduating from high school in 1963. He lived in Billings until he died. His name had appeared in the Bernhardt's case file, but he had probably never been interviewed. The discovery was possible because of the advances in DNA forensic technology, the work of the Yellowstone County Cold Case Unit that was established in 2012, and the help of a specialized lab in Virginia. 2005, the Billings Gazette reported that investigators were able to obtain DNA evidence from the purple trousers Linda had worn the night of her killing. At the time, family members expressed hope that they might finally get answers. "We've never had this before, which is a big deal," Tracy Reach, Linda's brother, told the Gazette. "It's been a lot of years. It's kind of hard for me to get my hopes up." Investigators initially found no match when they compared the DNA to the FBI database. But the case took a leap forward in 2015 when the county employed Parabon Nanolabs, a Virginia-based company specializing in DNA analysis, Linder said. They used a snapshot DNA analysis service to accurately predict the physical appearance and ancestry of our suspect. Wow, that's wild. So they took a sample from Caldwell's family, and I guess they matched it to the DNA on her trousers. Isn't that crazy? It's been that long and they solved it. We had a similar incident here. We had a cold case file. This guy had been murdered back in the 80s. And he was just left in a wooded area. They didn't know who did it. It's my hubby's aunt's husband's who it was. And last year, they found out who did it. But the guy's dead. And one of the detective that was on the case was the guy's brother. So he covered for him. He covered him. And both of the guys are dead. The detective and the killer, his brother. Yeah, I know it. I'm happy they're getting solved too. I always procrastinate XOMOs. Hey, we only have one life. Good morning. Let's see. And there was some other stuff I was going to talk about. Oh, Patrick Swayze. Okay, y'all probably didn't know this though, but Patrick arraignment will be May 24, 2019. And that's an arraignment, he'll put in his guilty or not guilty plea. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have DNA 45 years ago. Hi, Lucy. I love that name. Oh, yeah. Crystal Lee Kenny, she got charged with tampering with evidence. They were saying on the news that, that's the state's main witness. And, of course, she's going to testify against him. But as much as she was involved in this, I mean, scared or not scared of him, she lived in another state. She could have got protection. Hell, I'd have left that state and went somewhere else if I'd been that scared of him. And reported what he was trying to do, get her to do. So part of me thinks she's sugarcoating a little bit of her involvement. I don't know. That's just my theory. Yes, I got my hair done, Mel. I did. I got it done. Does it look all right? It's better than it usually looks. Yes, I was going to mention that, Lucy. You're reading my brain. You're reading my brain, girl. I was going to mention that the Innocence Project has picked up Darlie Routhier's case. Routier, however you say it. Her friends say Routier. But I've heard other people say Darlie Routier. But it's Routier, I think. She's guilty in your eyes, Will? Yeah. I go back and forth with that case still. I just think someone inside that house did that. Either her or him. I don't know which one. But she did have all those bruises, but, I can't come to a conclusion, a satisfying conclusion, unless I read all the documents and, all the stuff about it. You can't really base your opinion off a documentary. And somebody told me that a while back, and it is true. It is true. Who's Tori, Sandy? The boys were the target. Oh, thank you, XOMOs. Yeah, I mean, to me, Sarah, Darlie's husband acted just as weird at that cemetery as she did during the news interview. Which I know, I mean, he could have been just trying to defend himself because the news was all over him, but he was just trying to make it out like, what a great parents they were and him and these little stories. And to me, that stood out to me. It was like he was trying to convince everybody. Yeah, but yeah, her sister brought the silly streak. Now, I don't know if some of y'all know, but I do speak to Darlie's friends and supporters. And, they know how I feel. They know I go back and forth. What they appreciate is that I don't talk bad about her and, say real mean things and things. The real victims of this case is the boys. The boys lost their lives. And I just wish that it could be proven who did that. Whether she did it. I'd like to know about that fingerprint that they have. Why haven't they tested that if they've had it this many years? Like, stuff like that bothers me about this case. What also bothers me is the blood that was cleaned up off the cabinets. When they sprayed luminol, you could see that blood had been wiped from the cabinets. There was bloody footprints too. Yes, Drake is too. Yes. I forget about him, bless his heart. He had cancer, Well, what bothers me, Candy Cane, is that Darren failed a lie detector test. And he was asked if he knew anything, about who did that night. Something like that. That's not the exact question. But he failed. And he admitted to looking for someone to do that insurance job, you know, like rob his house so he could get the insurance money. Yeah, she was on something. If you really go watch that news interview and you watch her eyes and really get a good look at her eyes and the way she's acting, she is on some kind of nerve medication. That gum popping is what looks so bad on her and stuff. That's true. True crime, truth finders. That's a good question. And I've never heard anyone ask that or answering, you know, anything about was there blood there previously. Yeah, her polygraph was inconclusive. This is what happened. Either she killed those kids and he walked in on it, he walked downstairs and he tried to cover for her. I don't know why he would. Those were his children too. Wouldn't matter, you know. Or he did it. Or he had somebody else do it. I don't think there was an intruder. And the more I think about it, you know, sometimes I think there is one, sometimes I think there's not. I just don't have all the facts. I need to see the stuff with my own eyes, the court transcripts and stuff. I'd have to read all that before I could come to a conclusion. He wanted the money. Yeah, it's not a clear-cut case for the death penalty in my eyes either. I agree with that. I agree with that. Now, Will has an opinion about this. He thinks she's guilty, and he's probably went through all the evidence if he comes straight out and says that. You know, there's something that convinces him of it. Like, know what it is. But another thing that gets me is the guy that done the forensic testing. He had been wrong in several other cases. And I just think it needs to be without a shadow of a doubt before you put someone to death. You know, evidently the jury thought it, but I don't know with all the new stuff. So you researched as much as you could. Yeah, I figured that, Will, if you was given your opinion if she was guilty or innocent, I figured you'd went through everything. I'm not going to give my opinions no more about cases unless I really look through everything. You can't base your opinion off documentaries. Some documentaries will have her looking innocent. Some documentaries will have her looking guilty. Lipstick. Oh, thank you, Pat. I think so too, sir. There's something that just always nags me inside of me about him. Oh, yes, XOM. Yes, it does, the Xanax. It was change people. She says she was on it. We were talking about Darley, Routier Coffee Chat. I loved your brother's video. He was so handsome. I felt so bad for you. It broke my heart. We all have lost people we love. And we all struggle. I'm reading comments. Oh, hey, Billy girl. Thank you. How are you doing? Oh, what happened? I missed what we only have one life said. What's happened? Did you lose somebody? I'm sorry. Be praying for you. If you want to type in, I'll pay attention and tell me what happened just real quick. Can somebody? I couldn't find her message. I'm sorry about your son, Karen. I would say I couldn't imagine that. When my grandfather committed suicide, his mother was still alive. My mama, Lizzie, her name was Elizabeth. And I'll never forget it. When the cops pulled up that day, the state troopers, she started screaming and crying. She said, I can't stand the thoughts of outliving my baby. That's what she's saying. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry about your daughter. Gosh, we all have had some really rough times. Every one of us. Yeah. Gosh, I'm sorry. I always say a prayer for all my YouTube friends. I'd say Karen. I would say a good friend of mine lost her only son 2 years ago. She's got two daughters, but he was her firstborn. They were super close. He went up to West Virginia for work. A deer ran out in front of the vehicle, and he was killed instantly when he wrecked. And it has about destroyed her. Every time I see her, she's not in her right mind. She just keeps herself so sedated. And I don't know what to say or do. I always just give her a hug. She she dated my brother for a long time, and it has really, really destroyed her. Audrey, you didn't sleep last night, girl? Why not? Yeah, Karen. Yeah, she's having a real, real hard time still. I mean, I just look for her to be OD anytime. She wasn't like that before this happened either. Yeah. So, oh, true crime. True crime, Truth Finder. She's a good person. What's Sandy say? Oh, True Crime Truth Finders. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm going back up through the comment. I know all about tragedies in the family, suicides. I've been through two of them. My grandfather, and then the guy I was dating. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, with this drama on YouTube. I have everyday struggles, important things, like I witnessed a suicide. I struggle mentally. I don't need anyone outside writing me letters or getting me manic for 2 weeks. I went back and looked, and this has been going on for about 2 weeks. So that's what I'm saying. I don't need any of that, and no one else does, because everybody's got real life struggles. And stupid YouTube drama is not important. It is not important. The crap that goes on here until you start affecting people's real lives. Me too, Will. Will's a good person. My heart goes out to everybody that's struggling and stuff. I can't take it either, Karen. I can't take it. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not. I can't help it. Whose feelings it hurts and whose it don't, Sometimes, sometimes you have to put yourself and your feelings and your own well-being first. I've got to get back to my normal self. You could tell that it still bothers me because somebody mentioned her saying something in another chat last night about me, and I automatically, man, it enrages me. So that's why I just have to go on. I'm going to read y'all, let's see. Well, before we get off here, I'll read y'all Carla Marie's poem she left me. Yeah, email. See what Billy Girl said. Archery, I love your profile picture. That's a cute kitty. Let's see. Oh, Billy Girl, I'm so sorry. My grandfather committed suicide, the one I lived with, up at our local lake where me and him used to go fishing at. He went there to do it. He was schizophrenic. He had been in the hospital the night before. I don't know why they didn't have a mentally ill person that was schizophrenic locked in. But it was just normal hospital. He walked out there, and that morning he went and found a gun because we didn't have any guns around because of him. And he did. He went and killed himself. He about killed me. Oh, oh, that's a cute kitty, Artria. Hey, Lorraine. I didn't see Lorraine. Yeah, me too, Sarah. I'm the same way. Artria, it's okay. I mean, I just, it makes you a stronger person. Sometimes I feel real weak, but I think it makes you a stronger person. I would just like to respectfully ask people to leave me alone, have some compassion for me like I show others, because I deal with a lot on a daily basis and I don't need stupid stuff added to it. I will not tolerate it. I will take legal action, and I mean that with all my heart. I've done checked into it. Yeah, it's called respect. Let's have some respect. Like, I respect everybody, but nobody, not talking about y'all, but some people sure don't want to respect me. Let's see. What else did I have wrote down? Anybody with a baby, Herbie Herb. I got something to tell you. I know for a fact you got a little baby. I don't know how old. There is a bouncy seat that has been recalled. 10 babies have died from this. You know, one of them little bouncy, cute seats you put them in that vibrate and stuff. It's called the Rock and Play. It has killed 10 babies. There's a recall on them. So I want to tell y'all that too. If y'all got the rock and bounce thing for the baby. 10 babies, that's a, gosh. I think they would test this stuff out. I mean, I guess they do, but yeah, no drama channels. My ears are so small, they won't stay on. I may not be wearing them right, though, too. See, they don't want to stay on with my glasses. I got too little of ears. I hope I don't got them on wrong. Yeah, I never used one of those either. I used like one of the little portable swings. See how it's doing. See, I don't know. I don't think I'm wearing them right. Only me wouldn't know how to wear earbuds. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, okay. Let me see what else I had wrote down. Okay. Very Scary People. Tomorrow night comes on HLN. They're going to be talking about Eileen Wuornos. From the preview, I don't think I'm going to be agreeing with everything that they say, because they just maybe it wasn't in the preview, but this woman had mental illness. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, Eileen Wuornos had mental illness, and I know what she did was horrible, though. Killing those men, absolutely. They don't give you the right to kill people because you're mentally ill, but it just, they call her a monster all the time. And it's just not like she didn't have no mental illness. That kind of gets to me sometimes. I know what she did was wrong. I think y'all get what I'm saying about her. I don't think you should put people that's mentally ill, I believe she was schizophrenic from what it appears, to death. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, something was wrong with her. Hey, Megan's Brony. Mary. Oh, tell her thank you, Mary. I love you, Rosalie. I started smiling when I heard your message yesterday. I really did. And also, Mary, I went out and looked at the pine trees. And they do have little things that bud out of them that look like crosses. She had shared a story with me. It was a cute story about the pine trees around Easter time. You know, they know when it's Easter, the pine trees do, because they'll start budding out. And when they do, it looks like little crosses. So cute. and sassy. Yes, as a kid, she lived in the woods, Pam. She moved out of her grandfather's house, or he kicked her out. And she lived in the woods for a year in Michigan in the cold. And that's why she hitchhiked to Florida. Yeah, she should have been sentenced to life. I agree, Sam. Oh, okay. We only have one life. These are called Hook. I don't know where the box is. These are called Hook Verse. I mean, they're really nice. You can record tracks, like music tracks with it. I noticed that they're so good that I can sit in here and do a pre-recorded video, and you can hear my aquarium in the kitchen, the water. They are really good. I couldn't figure out how to hook them up to my Chromebook, but I finally did. Oh, is Pink in here and I can't see her? Hey, Pink. Good morning. Maybe I can't see the chat because I got my night mode always set, you know, for YouTube, to where it's black, not white, because the white messes with my eyes. Good morning, Nikki. Oh, Pink's up. I had to go to bed last night. I couldn't hardly hold my eyes open. And the night before that, I was listening to Pink's trivia, and I fell asleep. Because some of the questions that she was answering at that time, I was like, I'm not going to answer these because I don't really know them. I had been guessing about Game of Thrones, got a couple right. But I was just like listening, and next thing I knew, I was asleep and woke up and the live stream was over. Right, well, I agree with you about that. It should be based on the level of disability. See, that guy that threw his daughter, John Johnchuk, off the bridge in Florida, isn't he pleading like insanity or something? They're claiming he's mentally ill. Yeah, it's for the roosters in the archery and not sleeping. I can't stand that. Not sleeping. Oh, yeah. Oh, Pink, I was scared to death, though. Rigor mortis was going to call the popo on you. Pink has, well, most of y'all know, Will may not know this, but Pink has a neighbor she calls rigor mortis, and I'm not even going to tell why she calls her that. Let's just say that the lady needs to put some blinds and curtains up when she wants to have private moments with gentlemen. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, rigor mortis. Karen, go to Pink's channel and watch her tell the story. So Pink and her daughter, I guess they're out walking one day, and their neighbor's kind of out there anyway. And you could see through the window, and she was in a sexual act. And Pink calls her rigor mortis because she wasn't moving at all. She said, I shouldn't have told that story. It embarrassed me. Oh, yeah. To get the true story, you have to go. Oh, we're not supposed to say that, are we, anymore? Go watch Pink's channel and hit that red button. Yes, you've got to go see it. She tells the story about it last night. So you need to go watch it. It's so funny the way she tells it, though. She's got the details. She's got the good details in the way she tells it. I couldn't tell it because I know Will's in here would have embarrassed me. We got other guys that watch us. I get embarrassed too easy. You've got to, girl. You got to go watch it, Karen. Yeah, Topaz put her link it. Yeah, the rigor mortis story is hilarious. Like, I would have been so embarrassed if I'd been witness to that. I've never saw anything like that through windows, thank God. Now, there used to be this man that got kicked out of a mobile home park because I didn't live there or anything, because he would walk through his house naked and he didn't have curtains or shades up, and the neighbor kids would see him. Some people have no shame. They don't. Oh, yeah, we only have one. Pink did a video last night about the new rules for YouTube. You have to have over like 1,000 subscribers to live stream, unless you use like a Streamlabs or BOS, whatever it's called. And you will be demonetized, she was saying, if you say subscribe or give me that. Now, if I'm wrong, she can correct me. You know, sometimes I listen to stuff and get it wrong. Yeah. Yeah, it's a true story about rigor mortis, y'all. And that's a true story. I swear. Y'all have to go watch that. I mean, I can't tell the story the way she does. She's got the details. Yeah, I mean, y'all need to go watch that for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and she also had put up a guy's channel that explains about YouTube and stuff yesterday, and he was explaining about this, and he actually replied to me because I went and watched the video. And he did say in the video you could use Streamlabs, and I said, how about a Chromebook 3, or a Chromebook? And he said, like, Chromebooks and stuff should be fine, and they are. Thank you, Will. Oh, you Will, Rand. I will make Will a moderator. He don't have to really moderate, but I'm just going to do it because I can see him when he comes in. So I just gave Will a wrench. You don't really have to moderate. I just like see you when you come in. The creator can't ask for it. It's what it is. The creator cannot say, sub to my channel or give me thumbs up. I don't know what that's about. No, you can't ask. Okay, so Pink okay, thank you. I knew you would correct me if I was wrong. See, I didn't know that. Now, I watched that guy's video yesterday. He didn't say anything about that, but he did. I missed it. I saw it on her video. I think they will demonetize you. Oh, okay. Thanks, Will. Thanks. You can keep them straight. I love Will, man. I love his channel. I love how he does his videos. I love how he's in his videos. He gives details. See, I'm the opposite. I rush to get stuff done. I put up that Timothy video the other day. I didn't have all the facts, but I just wanted y'all to know real quick. But I'm going to not do that no more. I'm going to wait till I get everything before I do my videos. I'm just learning as I go, Yeah, post it, Pink. She's going to post the video on her community page. Oh, thanks, Megan. Well, yeah. But see, as soon as I got my video up, the other facts come in. That's what it was. I was like, well, but it's all right. When I do those little, like, in the news stuff, I just try to get straight to the point. I can't stand that. Beating around the bush, as I call it. When I'm trying to learn some news or something, an update. Yeah, Pink the Bag. We'll just call her Lagatha from the Vikings show that comes on History Channel. I'm a big Vikings fan. I love that show, and I'm a big Walking Dead fan. I watch The Walking Dead. I'm behind right now, like an episode, I think. It might have been the season finale. That's what I told her. He asked about her kitty. It's cute. I know, Archer. That drives me insane for somebody not to get to the point, There we go. Somebody else did it for me. Groove bags, Winky. Okay, I'm going to check that out. Oh, Will, you would love the Vikings. You would love it. I don't watch it much anymore. Let me write this down. Groom bang. I'm going to check that out, Wanky. Thank you. Okay, guys, before I get off here, we didn't have too much in the news crime talk, but we're getting back on track. We're going to get back on track with our night streams and discussing cases. I'm not going to let things control my life. I do for a little while, but then when I get unmanic and start thinking logically, you know. So Carla Marie wrote this to me this morning. This is a poem by somebody else. And this says, for the women whose husbands make an extra stop after work every evening. For the woman who is mourning the loss of a pregnancy nobody knew about. For the woman who leads from the front even though she's lost inside. For the woman who was fired for her fourth late because she's been awake for a straight week with a sick child. For the single mom who doesn't know how the utilities will stay on this month. For the woman who has gone through 2 IVFs and tried for 5 years without success, but still shows up to every baby shower for her friends. For the woman who still hasn't forgiven herself for the abortion she had 20 years ago. For the woman who has a line of judging eyes at her and her children as she counts out coins and puts something back at the supermarket. For the woman that opens the door to the news of her husband being killed overseas 3 weeks before he was to return home. For the woman that lives with anxiety because nobody understands what she could possibly be stressed about. For the woman that gives to her family all day, every day, and just needs a break. For the woman that smiles at strangers all day and publicly, but weeps silently every night. For the woman who has wanted to end it all, but found strength to carry on. For the woman that heard the rumor about herself today. For the woman sleeping next to a stranger every night. For the woman whose genetics will never allow her to look like the ones in magazines. For the woman that endures one broken relationship after another because there was no father around to teach her what love looks like. For the woman raising a fatherless daughter and praying that history doesn't repeat itself. For the woman who loves with all her heart, who's desperate to be loved. For every single woman that cries in the shower so nobody else can see because you aren't strong, nobody is. Just because the water washes your tears doesn't mean you don't cry. Just because you cry doesn't mean you're not strong enough to handle it. I am you. I see you. I am with you. I cry with you. I love you. And this is by Brittany Latham and Carla Marie, our friend. She's usually in the chat. I don't see her this morning. She left me this morning, and that really, really just warmed my heart. It brought tears to my eyes. It did. And she also went on to say, just know that you're not alone. Your struggles are showing everyone not how weak you are, but how strong you are with a little help from your friends. And there is never any shame in that. Love you. Be true to your beautiful self, Cece. We stand by you always. If you can't climb that mountain, then climb a hill instead, baby. Steps, honey. Oh, about made me cry reading it again. That's what about made me cry. Her response when because I replied to her, you know. So I just wanted to read that and give Carla a big heart. Love you. Thank you all for everybody that leaves me encouraging, supporting comments. Every one of y'all. It means the world to me. It does. It really, really helps me. Hey, Valerie, beautiful. Yeah, there's the link to Will's channel. Topaz just put up. If y'all are not subscribed to 411 Now channel, you need to go check out his merch too. I'm going to promote him. Oh, yeah. There's somebody else I'm going to promote. Charlie the Marmoset. He's this little cute monkey here on YouTube. And he's like the weirdest little, I think he's a monkey. He looks like a monkey. He's real cute. Y'all go check him out if you want to be cheered up. Or her. It's a her. I forgot. It's a her. But Her name is Charlie. She's so cute. She wears like a little diaper. Yeah, I thought most of y'all are subbed to Will, but you know, every time I say that, there's always at least one or two that's not, and they'll go sub to. So I try to support him. He's got a great channel, and he's a great person. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off here and get some things done. I'll probably see y'all tonight. Every time I say that, I don't get to do a live stream, but I'm gonna try my hardest. If I'm not too tired and something don't happen, I'll try to do a live stream. Yeah, it was heart melting, Beth. It was. Bye, Billy Girl, Sand, Winky, Lucy, Will, Blue Topaz, Coffee Chat, Beth, Megan, Pink. Uh-oh. Won't scrub Karen, Winky, Sandy. We only have one live for Tria. I think I got them all. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I love y'all. Bye. Peace.